people of God. Welcome to another episode of Death Horizon. I'm excited to present to you another episode of Death Horizon. And yes, I am driving. I'm on my way to pick up a good friend, Raynah. She's going to be on the show. She's going to share a little bit about her experiences into her transition from into Christianity, and she's going to talk more specifically on the topic of pursuing in relationships. I'm excited to do this. I am going to pick it up. Stay tuned, or you can, join me on the ride. Yeah. Raynah.
So you're recording me, recording you.
Uh-huh.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am.
Okay. And your chai is right there.
Where's your chai?
There's your chai.
Alright, so this is the first time we're doing this. Hi.
Yes.
And he got me a chai.
You ready?
I like chai. Yes, I am. You ready?
Okay, let's go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Seat belts.
I have it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Raynah. Welcome to Death Horizon, Raynah.
Thank you.
First of all, can you introduce yourself and then tell the people who you are as Raynah?
Okay. My name is Raynah Kamau. I'm actually Georgie's co-host.
Right.
On East to West, we have a radio show called Soti Radio. I have actually been walking out my faith now faithfully for about 3 to 4 years. 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raynah,
Yes.
can you tell us about your transition into Christianity?
Oh, so I used to I think my story is more of the ratchet to righteousness because I was ratchet. I try to not regard myself as ratchet. I was sophisticated ratchet. Like as much as I'd be turning up, I was sophisticated in the way I would turn up. But I was all about the clubs, all about the alcohol, the drugs, the parties.
Right.
And it got to a point in my life I started, I was doing all these things to fill a hole that the drugs or alcohol could not really fill. And so I realized the reason why I would want to stay out partying, the reason why I would want to numb my emotions by drinking alcohol or smoking weed or doing other recreational drugs, was because I was losing myself and I was trying to find something in the world that I really couldn't find.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow, that's interesting. That's good. Yep, she got it passed.
But I use it for the glory of God.
She's using it for the glory of God. Now let's jump into the topic which I'm excited about.
Okay.
Raynah has, since she just said she has a past. So she's seen being pursued in the worldly aspects, and she's been a Christian and she's been pursued as a woman of God living a Christian life. So Raynah, I know you got much intel, insight about the topic about pursuing.
Yes.
Tell me, let me know, what is the difference between the last time you said something? There's difference between pursuing and what? Pursuing
and approaching, but that was for the women.
Okay.
I believe it's okay for a woman or for a lady who's interested in a man to approach a man, but I do not believe that a woman should pursue a man.
Okay.
Because in this time and age, we want to be all traditional, which is fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. But I also don't see anything wrong with seeing something that you want and making yourself available by actually talking to that person or getting to know that person and finding out if, does he feel me? Does he not? If he doesn't, keep it moving. Don't pursue. But if you just, I don't think it's a problem.
So how do we pursue in the first place?
Slide in the DM.
Ooh, we gonna slide. Slide, y'all. She said slide in the DMs.
No, not enjoy.
Ooh.
No, listen, ladies, I don't think it's wrong to tell a guy that you like them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
You don't even have to say you like them. Sometimes you just have to smile and make eye contact, stare a little, just for him to see, oh, she checking me out. I don't think
But
there's anything
Raynah,
wrong
don't
with
you
that.
think it's hard? Because traditionally men have been in the position of pursuing ladies.
Yeah.
How do ladies gain that confidence? Because tell me.
To approach and not to pursue.
Yeah, to approach, not to pursue, yeah, to approach.
Yeah.
How do they get that confidence? Because even as a man, sometimes you see some woman, like a certain woman, and you want to approach. Sometimes it could be hard for men.
Yeah. I know.
So how do ladies find their grounds in approaching?
Step outside your comfort zone.
Oof,
Step outside.
that's good.
The magic happens outside of your comfort zone. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly believe that. And it is not going to be easy. I'll tell you that because I have tried it and I actually was rejected.
Tell me about that experience. Let me know. Wait, what happened? What you say?
Yeah, so
Give me details,
I am
exact
very,
words.
Well, listen, this is the thing, right? Like I was like, oh yeah, like women, we should approach. You can approach a man. I don't want to pursue. I'm not gonna take him out on dates, but if I like somebody, I'll let the person know I like that person.
Okay.
So there's this guy at a comic book store.
Okay, comic book
He was
store.
cute, yes, and I like smart, nerdy people.
Okay.
Nerdy guys. So he was he had like a little afro, and he was so cute.
Dark
and
skin?
so yes. And so he was me and my friends, my girls. They're like, all right, you always talk about, you can do this. Why don't you do this? I said, psh, I can do this. But let me tell you something. In my heart was beating like a tom-tom drum. And it was so scared, because the thing was, I just wanted to let the person know, like, yeah, I like you. How do you say that? How do you say that?
I like you.
But I stepped outside of my comfort zone. It was uncomfortable. And so what he told me was, oh, I would love. So I asked him, if you're not busy one of these days, we should grab coffee. And when I told him that, he said
what?
He said, yeah, I would like to, but I have a girlfriend, but you know what, I'm proud of myself for kind of stepping outside of my comfort zone and letting a guy know, what, I think you're very attractive and I would want to have coffee with you.
Wow, that's good. That's impressive.
And see, that's where I stop. I think there should be a line where you draw. As a woman, you don't want to sound desperate. You don't want to sound.
Oh, that was gonna be my question.
Yeah, you don't want to sound desperate, but I think there's some sense of confidence that a man gets from a woman who actually makes herself available.
Generally, I don't know. Maybe it might be just me. Men think that women who approach other men are desperate. Or like some.
That's true though.
They use the word like they're thirsty or something like that.
Oh.
Right. But so how does a woman approach a man and yet doesn't show indicates of being desperate?
Well, I think when we talk about approaching, when you talk about approaching, like for me, that's like last resort. Because like I've tried it and it's so hard. But that should be the last resort. When I say make yourself available.
Okay.
You see him, you like him, you smile from here to here. Okay. You can even give him a little wink, like, or a wave. You can, hi. You don't have to actually go and let's go out for a coffee.
Like
Smile, wave, say hello. Even if you don't know the person, just make yourself friendly because I think it makes it easier for somebody to approach you. So I don't know about like men thinking that it's I know there's men out there who would think, oh my gosh, she's so desperate, but I think there's a confidence to it. Like I'm not going to keep blowing up your phone. Oh, when can we go? No, I'm not going to do that, but I will let you know I'm single and I'm looking.
Yeah, I think like as a man, I appreciate it when a girl lets me like, she doesn't verbally say it, but she give me signs that, I like you. Because it makes, if I like her too, it makes it easier to approach, because I know that, there's a certain amount of, acceptance I'm gonna get.
Exactly.
And it wouldn't ruin my self-confidence or my ego or anything. So that's a good point. That's really, really interesting.
Yep.
So Raynah, I want you to tell me, because sometimes I see the African in me is about to say, I bust my mind, and I can't understand.
What does that mean?
The thing these women they do, they bust my mind.
They bust your mind.
It means I just can't understand women who play hard to get. Especially if I know she likes me, right? I'm like, why are you playing games, girl? Why are you trying to play games?
So if she likes, they play hard to get?
Yeah, they play hard to get. Sometimes women play hard to get all the time. I don't know why. Tell me about that. What's with that issue? I mean,
well, I've been one of those women who
why do you play hard to get?
Because I think when it's okay, so there's two things, right? Sometimes it's unnecessary.
Okay.
I used to play hard to get when I was younger.
Is it to create?
When I was a spring chicken,
I
had the time to play hard to get. Because
when you were what, chicken?
When I was a spring chicken.
What's that mean?
When I was young and popping. When I was young, I was, but I think with some maturity, it's either you're playing hard to get or you are hard to get. Like
wait, it's either you're playing hard to get
or you are hard to get.
Can you explain that?
If you're playing hard to get, you're just making the guy suffer, or like you're just making it look like, you're this big deal, and then when he finally finds you, he's like, man, this is all I've been chasing. That's playing hard to get, to be honest with you. But being hard to get is actually putting the pedal to the metal, I guess. This is when you say that, you know what, I know my worth as a single woman, as a woman who loves God, as a woman who has a relationship with God. I know my worth. I know there's a man who actually died for me. And so if you are trying to pursue me, you have to show me something in regards to your relationship with God, because I have my own individual relationship with God.
That's good.
And so if I'm hard to get, that means if you want to get me, you have to go through my dad.
Jesus.
Right? You have to go through the King of Kings.
Right.
And so if you have a relationship with God, I'm not playing hard to get. I am hard to get. I'll be hard to get for guys who maybe do not have a relationship.
Girl.
I'm just saying.
I can stop in the streets and you just
No, I'm saying, like, you have to, as a woman, because I used to be in the world. I have been in relationships that didn't honor God. I've been in relationships that didn't really bring glory to the kingdom. And after getting saved, I've been in relationships where we do honor God, so there's a whole difference. I used to play hard to get because it was the societal norm. I need to play hard to get so he can, he takes me seriously. But now in the kingdom, I am hard to get.
You are hard.
And whoever gets me has to find me because he has a relationship with God, or he knows God at some point in time. Because I've gotten to a place where I know myself and I found my identity, right? My identity before Christ used to be seeking affirmation from men, or seeking acceptance. But now you accept me or you don't, I still am accepted. I am known.
Come on.
He knows me by my name. He sings over me. So if you want to come and I'm not playing hard to get. I am hard to get. And if you and this is where we like, she's so, the egotistical. No, it's not. Once you find your identity and you find your worth, you're actually hard to get.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
It makes super. Guys, this is coming from somebody who lived her life totally away from God.
Yeah.
And now she found her identity in God. She said she is a child of God. So she is hard to get. The name Jesus gives her that. Boy, you better climb up. You better work hard.
You better work hard.
I mean, really, that's super good, because I feel like most women don't understand it. And then, and as much as we have Christian women in being in the church, they haven't gotten to that stage where they feel like my identity and my self-esteem is not from an acceptance from a person or from a man. It's in God.
Yeah.
And therefore,
this is the thing, though, when we talk about single, especially single women who are in church, but they still have they're still struggling with, oh my gosh, I am this age and I need to be married. You never know when Jesus is coming back. Let's be honest. You never know when your last breath is. You might leave this earth and you have not gotten married. You want to tell me that marriage is the end goal for you? That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it. Your end goal or your mission or whatever you are trying, if you want to live out this life to its complete fullness, find your purpose. And that should give you fulfillment, not marriage. Marriage is awesome. I'm not downplaying it at all. I'm just saying that there's more to live up to than marriage. It's not the end goal. And I always use that thinking when it comes to relationships and when it comes to being pursued. If God or if Jesus was to come today, is he going to tell me, well done, good and faithful servant? Or is he going to look at me and just say, well,
you got married?
Well, I want him to tell me, you know what? I gave you a purpose and you fulfilled it. And this purpose, when something I've noticed in the kingdom, like a lot of people, like I've seen, you know, those couples that glorify God. These are people who found out their purpose, and their purposes complement each other. And that actually reminds me of something, a book I was reading that said that the person that you meet is not going to complicate your calling. The person who is meant for you is going to complement your calling. Does that ring a bell?
The person who is meant for you is going to complement your calling. That's true.
And he or she's not going to complicate it.
That's true.
So if you're already pursuing your purpose and you get someone who makes it hard for you to kind of pursue your purpose, your kingdom, your purpose, man, you got to be about your father's business.
Be
and
about
if
the business.
Not about his business, what are you guys up to? What are you guys actually looking forward to in the future?
That's good, guys. That's good. Unfortunately, we just got to where we are going to have lunch.
Yes.
So we are going to eat food.
You're buying, right?
Of course I'm buying.
Okay.
Of course.
Because I'm hot
See
to
the
get.
girls. Guys, this was an interesting conversation. I wish we could drive around and just talk to Raynah. She has a YouTube channel called Rebuild. You can check it out. Go check a girl. She got some insights. You better check it out. Go check it out.
Praise
and
God.
on that note, you heard it all from Raynah. Young adults, it's time to thrive. I am out.